Welcome to Watch Hobby Shop. My name is Joe, and today we're going to do a quick review on Mirage Luxury Travel on their watch rolls and a display case with a watch winder that they were so kind to send us for a review for this YouTube video. So this is a sponsored video as we receive these items for free. We do not have to return these items back to the company. They were giving us a 3 watch roll holder, a single watch roll holder, and the real nice one here is actually this. It's a watch winder that winds 2 watches at the same time, as well as holds up to 8 watches inside. So let's go ahead, let's start out with the first one here, which is probably the big boy that they offered us here. This piece here they offer on their website. It holds up to 8 watches, 4 on top, 4 on the bottom, has an open and shut case, nice plush inside logo. Like I said, it also holds up to 8 watches. So for example, the cushions here, there's actually a very nice soft cushion that protects the watch. And what I like about it is that it curves inside here. So most watch display cases, the watches will hold flat on the pillow, but it has an angle inside the display case. So your watches are displayed a little bit nicer because they're actually at a slight angle up when they're inside your watch box. So that's probably a pretty neat feature that they have. You can see the hardware on this watch case top here is beautifully done. It's not cheap. It's got really nice hinges here on the hardware. Like I said, inside here is like a felt. I pretty much say it's like a felt with padding inside here, and then it locks into place when you close it with 2 locks in here. It comes with a set of keys too, so you can lock it, and then it's got double deployant trigger buttons here to unlock it and open the top of the display case. So that's a pretty cool little feature on this watch winder. So it holds up to 8 watches plus 2 on the winder. Now here's something that's really special on this. It does have a backlight on this watch winder case here. They have their logo that's embossed on the front, but they also have a light. So if you don't want the light on, you can shut it off. But if you want to display your watches, it has a switch in the back. And then also in the back here, has a switch also for the winding mechanism, and it's very simple. You open it up here, and the cool feature is when you open it, it stops winding. So your watches completely stop. That way you can take the watches out. So if I close this, it begins to start winding. So it has a safety feature. That way you don't accidentally pull the watches out while it's winding. So it does wind from left to right and right to left sporadically. I'll go ahead and I'll remove a watch from here. And what's really nice about this is because I do own some other watch winders from some other companies, and I've never seen this feature before. So the way it sets in here, it has a nice plush cushion on here on the top side and also on the bottom to protect your watch, and it's spring loaded. So I'm going to put the watch off to the side so we can take a closer look at this mechanism here that actually holds the watch itself. So you can see it's also embossed, has a nice little leatherette portion here, slightly padded. It has guards right here so you can pull it out, and it's also padded on this side. What's cool about this feature is if you remove this part, so you slide this out, this section here can go for different size watches. So if you have a big wrist, you can make this go even wider. So it goes this far out, so the watch will actually wrap around the holder. So you have multiple positions, one in the middle, you have 3 positions, and then one all the way on the inside. Once you have it in the place that you want, you just push that together. And what's cool about this is you push this down, it's spring-loaded action. You press it, and it locks into place. You press it again, and it tightens up the band when the watch is on the cushion. And then you can also see there's also ball bearings on both sides of here, and it locks into place on the inside part. So let me demonstrate here. What you do is you press this together, you get your watch So if you have, like I have a 7-inch wrist, so this is size for 7-inch wrist. You place the watch head on the front portion. I have it on the lowest setting there, and then you just lock it into place like so. It's not going to go anywhere. And then the watch band part goes on the inside, and like I said, there's ball bearings in there which will not hurt or have friction on the inside, and you just press it in and it locks into place perfectly. It's very nice and sturdy, well built. There's chrome lining that's around the watch winders here, and like I said, these two handles on the side here, you just pull it out and it comes out nice and easy, and then you just place it right back inside. And then once you close it up and it locks in here, it has this little indication for it to know when it's closed, and then it knows to start winding the watches. So that's a pretty neat feature. I've never seen a watch winder like this. My other watch winders don't have that feature. The only downside that I wish that they would offer is to be able to adjust how many rotations the watch runs, or if I want to run counterclockwise or clockwise. That's the only negative I have about this watch winder. Other than that, this is a beautiful piece. They did an excellent job. I love this watch winder. I'm definitely going to be using this for my personal watches. The light feature is pretty cool. My other watch winders also have that. Like, they actually have a blue light, and they have a touchscreen part on my other watch winders. Now, some people don't want to, they disagree with having watch winders. I myself like to have them because I own so many watches, and I don't want to be waking up in the morning and have to reset the watch, take them out, wind them up and stuff. So these do come in handy for me. And then if you have some watches with a lot of complications, then watch winders are a good thing to have. If you don't like it, like I said, you can easily just go ahead and you can actually shut off the feature so you don't have to wind it, and keep storage of your other watches on the top part. So you don't have to necessarily use the watch winder, but it's actually pretty nice to have, and also to store your watches. So let's go ahead and move on to the next piece, which is going to be the watch rolls. So the single watch roll is good to have when you're traveling. Now it has two push buttons here that just click right into place. They have a nice embossed logo on the front of this one. This is a single watch roll travel case. Very well built, nice felt lining, and all you have to do is just slide it right out like that. You grab yourself a watch. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a watch to place in here. If you guys are wondering what watches that we're using here, they're actually personal collection here. It's a baby orange monster I'm going to use, and it fits on the pillow cushion nicely. Now, one thing that people don't realize is that you got to make sure that the short end is right here, because you got a thick part on the bottom and a thin part on the top. So you want it on the thin part, because if you have it push over here, the watch head is going to stick out further. So when you slide it into the watch roll, as you guys can see, the watch head will actually sit in place a lot nicer that way. So you guys don't want to have it the other way, because otherwise, if you do, the watch head's going to be sticking up a little bit higher. Otherwise, it slides in perfectly. Close it up. Snaps together perfectly like that. And you can stick this in your luggage on travel, have one on your wrist, and you have your secondary watch to take with you on your travel, vacations, or wherever you want to go with this watch roll. And it's protective. You can drop it and it's going to be protected. You don't have to worry about it getting banged up or scratched up or anything like that. Beautifully made for the price, guys. We do have a link in our website at watchhobbyshop.com. Please check that out. You just click on that link there, and like I said, we are affiliates with them, so we'll get a very, very small commission if you guys shop through our section and click onto the link over to their section. But you're not going to have to pay nothing more or nothing less for that. And they always have specials going on too, and also let those guys know that we sent you over. They might be able to do something special for you guys if you mention that Watch Hobby Shop sent you guys over to them to buy an item, watch roll or watch winder or display case. They even have watch stands as well. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the 3 watch rolls. So if you guys want something even more, you know, if you're going on a longer vacation, you want to obviously carry one on your wrist, and this one holds 3 watches. And basically it does the exact same thing as the other one, guys. The only difference is you have 3 slots to hold 3 watches, and it's just a little bit longer, but it's very portable. Actually, when we went to California, I used a 3-watch roll. I stuck it in my backpack. It fit no problem. Had plenty of room, plenty of space. Great build quality. It's not going to come apart. And it's flat on the bottom, so it's not going to actually roll. So when you set it down on something, it's going to stay in place. And then also, it's actually a pretty nice display, because when you open this up, another little trick is this will fold back. The flap will fold back behind like so, and you can display your watches inside the watch roll, and that way you can see all your watches and know which one to pick. All right, guys, so this is the other piece that they sent to us. This one I actually use for a lot of our videos to display or do our watch reviews on, and this is actually pretty nice. It's very heavy duty. I'm not 100% sure if this is actually real marble. It feels like it. It's got the weight of marble. It's got felt on the bottom, so it doesn't slide around. As you guys can see, it has the Mirage logo on the bottom here. A nice little cushion. This part doesn't move, which I wish it would move, where you could tilt it, but this one keeps it flat. But it's a beautiful watch stand. You guys keep this beside your nightstand by your bedroom, or keep it by your office or something. It's a nice piece, even for a gift, to give to someone that has watches. But if you're to keep this beside your nightstand, it sits flat like so. Let me go ahead and grab a watch. And what you do is, it just basically lays nice and flat so it stays protected, and at the same time, it gives it a nice little look too. And you don't have to worry about your watch being bumped around, because otherwise, if you own a watch, you'll end up putting it on the side, you'll lay it down, it'll end up getting scratched. So this is actually a nice little accessory to have for your watches that you have by your nightstand or your office. It's the place to watch on this little watch stand. Again, this was also a piece that Mirage sent to us for review as well. And I can say by 100% certainty that I vouch for their products, not just only because they gave us these products for free. I tested these out. I used these for quite a long time, and I even took them on vacation too, the watch rolls especially, and they held up well. They're compact, durable. There's nothing really bad I can say about this company. They're a great company to work with. If you have any issues or concerns, you contact them and they'll get back to you via email. And I forgot the lady's name, but I'm dealing with one lady, and she is really, really nice person. And whatever questions I have, she answers my questions probably within less than 24 hours of my questions or emails I sent to her. So if you guys have any questions or concerns for us, don't forget to leave a comment down below in the YouTube description. Let us know what you guys think. Go to our website. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And like I said, go ahead, check out our website at watchhobby.com and order some of these pieces. Let them know we sent you guys over there. They'll probably give you a little discount or some little free gifts or something to go along with your purchase if you saw this review helpful. Other than that, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks, guys.